So this is the gym.
Sifting through the ashes of anguish.
Fire below was sending smoke up through the floor and along the sides.
We're taking a guided tour of a broken heart.
This room is where the fire actually was the worst. You know, it's been really hard to come in and see the damage and to live it every time you walk in.
Jason EYER is the athletic director and vice principal of Paradise Adventist Academy.
And down here is the shop.
He's also a former student.
A lot of smoke damage.
Few have spent more time here.
They've gutted these classrooms.
The school has been closed for almost a year, and the reason becomes clearer just beyond its walls. Where there should be homes, there's just twisted metal and crumbling bricks. Cars that once gleamed now gloom on melted rims. Even the shadows of trees are charred. It's what's left after the nation's deadliest wildfire in nearly a century. That and the stories of survivors.
I woke up and fires were a normal thing for us in Paradise. You know, California is very dry, so we're used to it.
17-year-old Stacy Weisner plays on the Paradise girls volleyball team.
There you go, yes.
We're really just a group of friends playing volleyball together, so it's really fun.
The team now practices a few miles away in a temporary gym at a temporary school. But memories of that November morning are permanent. It was about an hour after school started that the principal announced they needed to evacuate.
I remember going outside and just, like, the sun had disappeared.
It's 12:30 in the afternoon right now. It's this dark. It's this dark.
And you're just like, wow, what's happening?
It hadn't rained in Paradise since May, and now it was sleeting ash and bark. 50-mile-an-hour winds turned a small fire into a sharp-toothed monster that was devouring more than a football field a second. Stacy knew the two most important words at this point were get out.
And I don't even remember, like, the process of grabbing anything. I remember looking at a picture I have of me and my dad when I was in kindergarten and grabbing that, and that's basically it.
But Stacy's mom was stuck at the local hospital, where she works in the marketing department.
I had to leave my mom at the hospital, which was really scary, sorry. She, like, told me she loved me. I'm sorry.
Lyra Potter's mom works at the hospital too. When she was finally able to hit the road, she hit gridlock and a tunnel of fire.
She told me, she said, there's trees burning on all sides of me, and there's fires like 2 feet away from my car, and there are cars burning.
It took nearly 3 hours for most people to drive just 11 miles downhill.
She said goodbye to me, and there's nothing that compares to hearing those words come from the most important person in your life.
Many families were not as lucky as Stacy and Lyra. Their moms are okay. Their homes, however, were among the 14,000 reduced to rubble. After everything that happened, you might imagine that volleyball would be the last thing on the girls' priority list. The biggest volleyball match in school history was scheduled just 2 days after this horrific fire. The girls were all safe, but the coach called a meeting to see if they even wanted to play.
And so I just thought, well, we'll just ask. What do the parents want to do? What do the kids want to do?
He just said, do you guys want to play the game? And straightforward, everyone said yes.
Relaxed, have fun, just
Even though it was the state semifinals, the decision took some by surprise, including those close to the team. And especially to those 85 miles away.
1, 2, 3, focus!
This is Forest Lake Christian School in Auburn, California.
We're a college preparatory school that is faith-based.
When it comes to their girls' volleyball program, excellence has become their tradition.
I think that we've all played together for a really long time and we all enjoy playing together, which makes it easy to be successful.
Push it right now!
When they heard that Paradise was actually going to show up, they immediately began to prepare.
So we just made a list. We were like, what are these girls gonna need?
Keep in mind, these two teams had never met, but when the Paradise girls stepped into the Forest Lake gym that night, it was like stepping into a giant hug.
It was mind-blowing. I've never felt a love like that before from someone I've never known. I had never even met these girls.
And it wasn't just the players who constructed this comfort zone, it was the entire Forest Lake community.
Our entire library was filled with donations, and that didn't come from one person, that came from everybody.
I saw blankets and pillows and toothbrushes and whatever you need for daily life was donated at our front doorsteps.
And there was something else.
We had all the uniforms and shoes and knee pads and socks and everything all laid out on the bleachers, and yeah, I said, these are for you guys.
I realized that not only had they made us jerseys, but they actually had everybody's number correct. You would never think that that was possible to do in that short amount of time.
Competition turned into compassion. Years from now, no one will remember that Paradise did win a set or that Forest Lake won the match. What they'll remember is that the real winner on this night was love.
We wanted to give you girls something tangible that you can take, so we have over $300 each, gift cards and things for you guys, so you can go out and get the things that you need and what you want and just make every day just a little bit better. So Coach, we're going to hand this out to you girls.
I think that they are some of the most wonderful people ever.
They should be the model for things of this kindness, generosity, love, compassion.
Kindness, helping the smoke to clear and letting in a ray of hope.